Sheet titles. We use them all the time in our title blocks. But the problem is that since we have to manually type these sheet titles in all of our drawings, so let's see how we can streamline the process of adding sheet titles in AutoCAD. And let's start. So in order to streamline this process, a text on each sheet wouldn't work because, like I was saying, you sometimes you miss the text, sometimes you may have it in another location, sometimes you have it in a different font style. So the chances to not get this right are a lot. So, what if we could instead use our title block? So let me open a title block. What if instead we could set up the sheet title over here once and let update in all of our sheets automatically with the sheet title? Wouldn't that be great? So let's see how we can do that. All right. So, okay, in order to do that, I'm going to copy this text using the Control Shift X to copy with a base point right here. And I'm going to go to the title block again that is being xrefed in all of these drawings. As you can see, this is an external reference again that is being used on all of these different drawings. All right. So let me paste it with Control V on the title block. And here we need to use something called fields, right? Now, over here, I'm gonna select everything and insert a field, right? I'm gonna go ahead and say right click, insert field. Over here, for people who don't know, a field is simply a smart piece of text or data that can update automatically based on certain parameters, right? So, for instance, here I like to go and find something called document. That's the category that we're gonna look into, and there is one called file name, and that's what we need. By file name, it means that if we open our Windows Explorer folder where these files are stored or saved, AutoCAD is gonna grab the name of this file, of each of these files. So that's what we want. That's a good start. So I'm gonna click not path and file name, but file name only, as you can see. Now we can see we're gonna have a problem because we only wanna show portion of that file name, but let's see how we can solve that issue also. So I'm gonna go and pick uppercase, and for the display file extension, that's this DWG, we don't want that, so I'm gonna uncheck that, and I'm gonna click OK. As you can see, we inserted it a field right here, which is great. um, so I'm gonna move it a little bit over here so we can have more space for the name, but that's all up to you. Anyway, so now I'm gonna save this title block, right, with Control S on my keyboard, and let's see what happened when I go to my other drawings. So I'm gonna reload my xref by clicking over here, and you can see that we have now store ex1 existing floor plan, which is again the name of this file right here. Now, first, let's start fixing some of these issues. I see multiple issues here. One is, of course, this text being over here. Another one is I would like to hide this portion, right? Because in reality, we don't want to say store, blah, blah, blah. Some people use different codes for the sheet number and so on. So we're going to fix that also. I'm going to show you that. But let's fix these problems one at a time. First, this double line. So let's go back to here. And that is simply because, again, the text width or column width, as you can see, is not wide enough. So we can do is, start increasing it like so. But of course, we want to increase it over here. Um, so that will solve that problem. Now, what about the other problem that we want to hide this portion, right? We don't need this information. We need to hide this information over here. All right, let's see. The way we can try is hiding some of this portion, right? Some of these text. I'm gonna hide it. So I'm gonna hit xclip. And xclip is a command to, again, hide portions of blocks or xrefs, images, and so on. So I'm going to select the text. And it says one was ineligible for clipping. That's not right. We cannot xclip text. That's what I thought. All right. So then what we can try, have another idea. I am going to use an attribute. I'm gonna use an attribute. All right. So I'm gonna use att definition to use or insert an attribute. I'm gonna quickly do this tag. This will be sheet title default. I don't know, default, I guess, will be, that's all up to you. The justification, this is important, gonna be left, so you can start from here. And I'm gonna say left, what is it, middle left, that's the style. I'm gonna pick, that's all up to you. Again, I'm gonna pick a standard for now. This is not about attributes, but this is about getting the sheet titles correctly, right? So 4.5, guess that's gonna be huge. I'm gonna pick something like 316, I guess. 36. Oops. 316. And I'm gonna click OK. Gonna put it right there. 1 second. Okay, so let's keep moving. So that's the sheet title right there. And what I can do is I'm not gonna need this anymore, so I can erase. I'm gonna leave it here for now. But we have an attribute right here. And I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's try the xclip again. And let's select this. And nope, we cannot xclip either. So let's see. Of course, we have an attribute here because we're gonna add the same field in this attribute. But first, I want to know if we can xclip it. So we saw that we cannot xclip an attribute, but I'm 100% sure we can xclip a block. So I'm going to convert this attribute into a block by using the B shortcut. And I'm going to go and say title sheet, or sorry, sheet title. Sheet title. And I'm gonna open in block editor, that's fine. I'm gonna click OK. And gonna hit right about here for the base point. Okay, so over here, I'm gonna insert the field, the same field. All right, I'm gonna do it really quick. Insert field, and I'm gonna pick file name, uppercase, file only. That's fine. I'm gonna click OK and hit OK. Great. Now I'm gonna change the color real quick just so we can see better. I'm gonna place it in layer 0 and change the color to red. That's just a personal preference again, so we can see better. Nothing changed because this is an attribute. An attribute needs to be sync. So I'm gonna use the ATT sync option to select my attribute and say yes. As you can see, now the color red is reflecting. Now the beauty of this is a block now. And a block, I know 100% can be xclipped. So I'm gonna do that. Xclip, like so. And I'm gonna say new boundary rectangle. That's fine. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna xclip it from here. Now I don't know the distance right now of my of how far I need to hide my file sheet title, but I'm gonna oops, I lost my xclip. I'm gonna estimate it. So I'm gonna again xclip, select my block, center, new boundary rectangle, and I'm gonna go ahead and xclip it again. I'm gonna estimate it. Okay, gonna move it, and of course I'm gonna go all the way right here. Now this text looks a little bit bigger because you can see the file names are the sheet titles are gonna be larger. So I'm gonna go and reduce that size a tiny bit. So I'm gonna scale it something like 0.85 maybe. Yep. And I'm gonna save the changes. And again, when using attributes, you always need to sync. So I'm gonna sync, select my block, say yes, and you can see now it looks way smaller, right? Now, let's erase this. We don't need it. Now, since we estimated the portion that we're hiding, I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna save with Control S, go back to any of my plans. Let's see, let's go to this one, reload. And as you can see, we're still seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. So let's hide those 5 characters. I'm gonna go here and let's see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to go before B, right about here, I guess. Something like that. So I'm gonna move it over here and like so. So I'm gonna save with Control S and reload. All right, we're still seeing 1 character. That's not a problem. Let's fix that. Like so. Let's move it. Oops. Let's save, Control S, go back. And here we go. Existing site plan. Great. Now let's test it on the other drawings, right? So go back over here, reload, exterior elevation. That's awesome. Let's go back to this other one, reload, existing floor plan. Great. Now, I just saw a tiny problem over here, which is this underscore is showing right there. So what I can do for that is, if you don't like it and I don't like it, I'm gonna go and simply apply the same steps. I'm gonna hide it, but this time from the bottom portion up, like so, so I can still see the text, but I don't see the attribute. All right. So I'm gonna say Control S, go back here where this tiny underscore is, and now you can see that is working beautiful. If I do preview, you can see that exterior elevation is showing nicely, and again, this will work for all of your drawings. Existing site plan, it's working beautifully also, and so on. All right. So here you have it. Hopefully this is gonna help you. The last tip I wanna mention about this sheet title automation or streamline, however you want to call it, is that, for instance, if you go here in your folder, right, you need to make sure you follow the same number of characters before your name. For instance, you can see here that I have, let's say, one, two, three, whatever. Let's say I have 10 characters before my sheet title. Then on your other file, you also need to apply the same number of characters. Otherwise, your sheet title will look weird, right? So, again, that's the only thing. And we also want to keep consistent. So, that's what you have to do. All right. Awesome, guys. So, what do you think about this technique? Hopefully, it's gonna save you so much time. Again, it does for me every time I use this at the office work. If you want to streamline your AutoCAD workflows, join our lazy professionals and business owners at Patreon Lazy Arquitecto.